Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. We are back again with some more powerful stories of inspiration. And I am so excited to finally get to meet this incredible man. He is an author and he's a business coach. And he just released his book, The Ministry of Miracles. So please welcome Arif Gilany to the show.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Looking forward to this for a long time.
For a long time, yes. I'm so glad that it finally happened. So welcome to the space. And so Arif, tell us a little bit about how you got to the place of writing this incredible book, The Ministry of Miracles, Art of Creative Thinking.
It goes back a little bit to my childhood, really. It was just a realization. At age 13, there was a war between Iran and Iraq. That's where I am, right on the borderline. That's where my family lives. My brother at the time gave me a translated copy of a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Wow.
I'm not sure if you read it. Most Canadians have. It's taught maybe in high school or so. I'm in the middle of a war. I'm reading about this gentleman who ran away from slavery, came to Canada, became a judge, and I'm thinking, wow, what a great place. Anybody can be anything they want, and there's no limits while we were in war and discrimination and a whole lot of things. So I said, one day I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to live in Canada. As a matter of fact, this is a true story. Me and my sister were in the middle of a field of chickpeas, and a plane just crossed the sky. And I was reading the book, just finished, Uncle Tom's Cabin. My sister who lives in Sweden now was with me, and I said, Shahnaz, I'm going to Canada one day. I'm going to live there. And I'm going to write books there just to inspire people like this.
When did you make that
I was 13.
declaration? 13. Okay.
Absolutely no idea, but I was always a reader. Earlier, I spent about a year in a hospital in the middle of the war. Again, I had injuries, and learned the art of reading. Very powerful, most neglected, unfortunately. That's why I'm here.
Excellent. So you had this connection with reading, and then it became one where you crafted writing, right?
Absolutely.
So you put your thoughts to paper. So when did you publish your first book?
First book, that's another story. Again, I was, in 2013, I started a company called the Camel Company of Canada, which is very unique. Most people don't know that camels are originally actually Canadians. They're from Canada.
Okay.
And they're now even more discovering the Arctic about the origins of camels, but all of this was just a research. Camel hair, amazing for therapy, for health, for arthritis, a whole number of things. This is all research-based. I just happened
Camel
to
hair
stumble.
also has all those medicinal purposes?
Absolutely, absolutely. And
I've never known that.
It's not the camel perhaps that you're thinking.
Okay,
The
I'm
one-hump camel.
Okay.
The desert, Arabian, African camel. No. We're talking about the two-hump camel.
Ah, okay.
And it's only found in the northern part of China and Mongolia.
Okay.
So, just really getting really curious. I was on a trip back home to see my mom. She had a heart attack, and I bought a pair of these products for her, just a whole set, and she wore it and got better, and thank God she's still alive. But it was like a eureka moment in my head, and I said, what? Camel hair can help relieve pain and provide comfort, amazing comfort, great sleep. Again, it's from socks to blankets to quilts, night basically garments, all of that. And 2013, just coming out of CNE again, we started a store at the Center Point Mall. Just on my bike driving down, somebody hit me, hit and run, accident, and I was in the hospital with no memory. So the miracle really happens from there onward, not before.
Okay. Yeah. So you were you in a coma?
Yeah, for 10 days, Sunnybrook Hospital, 2013, October 18.
So you have no recollection from the point of being hit
to
waking up 10 days later?
Absolutely none. So the first
Did you dream?
No, there was just a blank. My daughter, who's 18 now, came to visit me. I didn't know who it was, and I was just in a blank space. And then working with a lot of doctors and therapists and healthcare workers, amazing Canadian healthcare workers, and I mentioned them in the book. Really, in comparison, we do have the best healthcare system around the world. I'm really excited about that.
Amazing. Well, that's a miracle in itself. How long did it take for your memory to restore?
For me, it took 2 years, but I was very vigorous. I do have people in the same hospital that I was with, and I'm in connection with. They're still suffering, and there still is really the power that our friend was talking about, the power of the mind, and how it can help you heal your life, create wealth, and a whole lot of other things.
Okay. So this book you just recently published,
Yeah.
The Ministry, and what are some of the lessons you want the reader to learn?
Oh, number one thing that I want people to get is gratitude. It seems like I've done a lot of study in the art of creative thinking again. Gratitude is the open gate to the subconscious mind. When you're in a state of thankfulness, even if you're like me in the war, broken body, homeless, refugee, I was always grateful. This is from my mother directly. Every time I called and asked, and she was asking me, "How are you, my son?" I always said, "I'm great, thank you," no matter how bad my situation was. And slowly, things started to roll, and bigger and bigger gates opened up. So I learned gratefulness is the first step.
Okay.
The other thing is really company of the right people.
It's important.
Again, I'm an immigrant. We come from a different culture. We come here, we don't know anybody. I remember the first week me in Canada going to the YMCA because I asked my social worker, I said, "Where do I go to meet people?" She said, "The YMCA." That's where I started.
Okay.
Downtown Toronto YMCA. I just wanted to learn about Canada, what does really mean to be a Canadian. I didn't stay within my community or the people that I knew. I just, for a long time, distanced myself to learn. That's why we're here.
Right. So gratitude is very important to you. This is one of the biggest lessons
Gratitude.
in the book.
Absolutely. The right people around you.
The right environment, the right people.
Absolutely. And then every single day you learn something new. This is what I've learned, even recently, even right now. Every single day. It's 365 days a week. If you just keep a journal, which I have one unused yet on my, every single day, by end of the year, you have 365 better sentences, better words, better connections. I mean, it just accumulates. It's a compounding effect of your effort that gives result to miracles.
Okay. So you have a family here now?
Yes, absolutely. Again,
expanding family, I imagine. Yeah.
Family is another important thing. I came from a very a large family back home. Iran, Iraq, Turkey, everybody knows my family. And coming here as a young man, I was really lost a little bit, just wanted to. And then, yes, 2 kids, mixed race relationship, beautiful kids, all of that. It was hard to accept myself, who I was in the beginning. So it was a lot of conflict even with my family. Different race, different looks, different language. But with time, everything gets accepted. Mm-hmm. Even pain.
Right.
Even healing. Time heals everything.
It sure does. Awesome. All right. Well, I am just so pleased that you're here to share your story, and what a story it is. Thank you so much for, being so candid about, what it is. But where can people where can people get a copy of the published book?
Yes. Again, the book is now available on Amazon through my just launched website, arifgilany.com. I'm really excited. While I was overseas, connected with this wonderful team of people from England, the World Game Changers. Mm-hmm. And their mission is really to help people live in peace and harmony.
Right.
A really big mission. So they have helped me publish. Again, Paul is my mentor. He wrote the foreword for it. Done a lot of great work. arifgilany.com, Amazon, or just on social media, you'll find me. Excellent. I like to get the message out because I feel a responsibility. All these experiences, years and years of travel, has given me a perspective which very few people have. Yes. About life, about peace, about myself, and about human potential.
Absolutely. And you're a walking miracle.
I appreciate that. There's a quote that I went to Dallas to see Jim Rohn. Again, you're familiar with last time. And he was speaking on his deathbed, 93 years old, the last speech. And he says there are a lot of philosophies to die by, but very few people have a philosophy to live by. So last 2 years when COVID-19 hit, I said, man, I've been through all of this. I can feel the pain. I don't know if you remember. People were scared even to look at each other. Right. I remember walking with a friend just in an afternoon, people watching behind the windows to see who are these two people walking. What can I do right now to bring hope, a positive message? So I went to Turkey, regroup with my family, and took some time to really write the book and fine-tune it and all of this stuff. And when it came out, again, a lot of people who have just came out 2 days ago, but the people who have started reading it, it's a hard book to put down. I'm very quality driven. Everything I do, I like to put 100%, and everything I do, I like to do it better than previous times. So I really hope that the message resonates with those who read it, and I know it will make an impact.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to get a signed copy.
Thank you very much.
It is so thrilling. So thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That is really a really huge deal. And thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Arif Gilany, everyone, please reach out to him on social media and get a copy of The Ministry of Miracles and let it change your life. Thank you so much. Well, this is the end of the show. I hope you've enjoyed the incredible stories from guests who've done many things. They have great experiences, but they've taken the time to stop by and to share what they've learned with us, and I've learned so much, and I'm blessed for it. So if you want to stay connected to the Nikki Clarke Show, you can go to the website, thenikkiClarkenetwork.com, and we've got about 14 years of episodes of incredible stories, of transformational stories. And if you'd like to be a guest, then send us a message on the same website. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. I love you. See you next time.